So the first shift is the achieve anything mindset shift. Now, I know you guys want to learn all the cool marketing stuff, and I know you want to learn all the cool client attraction strategies. And believe me, we're going to get to that. But I have to talk about the achieve anything mindset shift first, because without this mindset shift, nothing else matters. It is the mind that holds majority of people back from going after what they truly want and stay stuck with the life that they stumbled into. There's reasons why the rich and essentially any top performing professional spends thousands to millions of dollars a year on mindset coaching. Even companies such as the CIA in 1983 spent millions of dollars on the Monroe study to prove that manifestation and mindset shifting is real, guys. Go to the CIA website and read all about the Monroe study. Now, the achieve anything mindset shift. First, you must take the first step is to take back ownership of your life through accountability. And then we must get into alignment by reprogramming our brains. We ourselves are the most difficult people to manage. Look in the mirror. You are now looking at the problem. And if you're looking at the problem, the good news is that you're also looking at the solution. And if we can learn to manage ourselves, and we have to manage ourselves before we can manage anything or anyone else, this is actually the first step that will set your career in the right direction. So experienced agents, quit the blame game and own responsibility for your past and current selling outcomes. Accept responsibility for what's going right and what's going wrong, and write out what went right and what you liked about it so you can start the process of alignment. Now, new ages, you must remember that you are now in business for yourself. This is your company, guys. And your business is your responsibility, not your brokers, not your coach, not your mentor, not even your team's responsibility, guys. Okay. So what we must realize is that with accountability, that it allows us to assess where we've been, where we're currently at, and control where we're going. You're the only one in control of your life and your destiny. So take back that accountability, basically that control, because that's actually your superpower. Now, alignment. We already started this process by identifying what went right and what we liked about it. Now, the crucial part about this is altering your beliefs. Why? Because your beliefs is what dictate how you live your life. And majority of you guys that are listening to me right now have some false internal beliefs about yourself. That's why you're doing the same mediocre things day after day and never truly chasing after your dreams. And you have to be careful, guys, because you don't want to wake up 10 years later to an average life or a life that you stumbled into. So pay attention, because you're about to learn some cool facts about the brain that will allow you to truly alter your beliefs and get into alignment and start chasing your dreams starting today. Now, one thing we have to realize with the brain when it comes to getting into alignment, that the right side of our brain is our subconscious, the creative, it's the dreaming, and it's the imagination. Okay. And that actually controls 95% of our daily actions. Majority of the decisions that we make, our emotions and our behaviors all come from that right side of our brain. And it does not come from your conscious mind, your awakened mind, guys. And also, the first 7 years of our life has a critical impact on our subconscious mind, essentially what we believe. And then it's coupled in with other life experiences. And all of this is written inside of our brain on the subconscious level. Okay. Now, with our brains, in terms of altering your subconscious, the RAS, the reticular activating system, is your brain's ability to focus. And it tells you what to focus on and what not to focus on with your senses, except for smell. Now, follow me, guys, because it's all about to make sense in a second. Now, our RAS is actually filtering out most of what's happening in the world because there's way too much going on. So you have this neuron in the base of your brain helping you focus. And our reality is actually created by what we pay attention to and what we focus on. And there are great benefits to this. But the problem is that too many of us aren't aware and we aren't consciously choosing what we want our RAS to focus on. But now that you know that the RAS is creating your actual reality, because actual reality has way too much data, is way too much going on, you can change your entire reality by controlling your RAS. And now you've probably heard your brain, when you condition it, it knows exactly what to go for, and it will find a way to get there. When you decide what's most important to you, your brain goes after it. And whatever you tell it to focus on, it will go out and find. So start thinking about what you want in your life. Specific things can help us meet goals that we set out for ourselves. So for example, if you ever told yourself that you want a vehicle, and let's get specific with the RAS, if you ever said, hey, I want a black BMW, all of a sudden you are out on the road the next day after you said that you want this particular vehicle, you start to see that vehicle show up everywhere. And the truth of the matter is that that vehicle was always there, but now you're starting to pay attention to it because you told your brain this is something that you want. Okay, so we've all done it. We've all activated our RAS accidentally, but now that we are aware that we can actually hone in on this ability so we can achieve anything, any goal that we're trying to go after. So this will help you get into alignment with your subconscious mind. Another thing is brain neuroplasticity. It's your brain's ability to change and adapt as a result of experience. It's the brain's ability to learn new things. And this is actually another neuron in your brain as well. And consistency is key when it comes to this neuron. The problem is that so many of us want that good life, but we just give up after a few days, or we don't even try at all. And if you truly are serious about if you're truly serious about achieving a goal or a dream, you need to take action every single damn day, especially in the beginning when it comes to learning a new skill, because there's a learning curve, guys. And finally, dominant thoughts. Thoughts dominates if a strong emotion such as faith, fear, let's say, as well as joy and excitement, empowers it, guys. It remains in the conscious mind and can make its way to the subconscious mind and influence it. And the reason why is because our brain essentially is hardwired, our DNA is hardwired for self-preservation. So it's going to filter out, once again, the RAS, filter out any contradictory information and evidence that corroborates against our beliefs. So essentially, it does not want to make us a liar. So our brain will do whatever it needs to do to prove that dominant thought true, guys. Okay. So now that you realize that these four things essentially can influence your subconscious, basically your brain that controls 95% of our daily actions, decisions, emotions, and behaviors, basically our beliefs, and our beliefs is what actually dictates how we live our lives. You now have a better understanding of the brain, and you have the power to alter it to achieve anything that you want starting today, guys. The mind is the key that will unlock the door to your potential. And how would your life truly, truly change if you actually believed in yourself? We do not see the world as it is, but as we are. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So how would your life change if you actually believed in yourself? Let's just say you would behave very differently and your bank account will look very different as well. So start to truly develop yourself. Start to reprogram your mind and don't just settle. And guys, be careful about how you speak to yourself, because whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're absolutely right. Now, the next shift, focus on the 20%. Brian Buffini actually ran a study across millions of real estate agents, and he actually realized that he started to wonder and realize why 20% of why now the next shift, focus on the 20%. Brian Buffini actually ran a study across millions of real estate agents, and he started to realize why only 20% of the real estate agents were